What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of SGDS Same Goals, Different Struggles. I am your host, AJ, and I got my brother back with me. What up, CJ?
What's up, man? What it do?
How you doing today, bro?
I'm smooth, man. Just trying to get everything in order with what I'm trying to do. But it's smooth.
Everything straight, though?
Yeah, for the most part.
Alright then, man. Before I get started, man, any new subscriber, man, welcome to the show, man. If you ain't subscribed to the show, please click the subscribe button, click the like button, leave your comments. Let me know your likes, dislike. Let me know if you got any advice, anything you want to hear about. Today on this episode, though, man, World War III, bro. Do you think we about to go to head of World War III? I'll start off like that.
This is the cycle. It's already planned. Everything that you see is already planned out. It's been planned for years. It's the facts.
So let me ask you this, right? Do you think the plan? So say Kamala had got in office, right? Do you think the plan would have still been the same plan, or was this already in plan with this president?
No, it's the same shit would have happened. I'm not gonna change.
So nothing would have changed.
No. But it's already written, so she wasn't gonna ever win anyway. The plan is the plan. One world government is the plan.
So explain what the plan is. If you gonna go into detail, if you could go into detail, what is the plan? What is and what do you see coming out of this?
America imploding from the inside out.
Damn,
250 years are up.
huh?
250 years are up. America gonna implode. This
So you
country coming to an end. I just
so
it's gonna be a one world government.
so you feel like one world government is gonna rule the whole world, and we just gonna go back to how it was like in Bible time when it's like just a pharaoh.
No, it's just that whole uh, new world order shit. That shit been they've been talking about that shit since the 60s, 70s, uh, 60s, I believe.
So
But
what do you think might happen from a new world order, bro? Cause I mean, I want to say this, like, cause do you think? I mean, you say history repeat itself, and we're talking a new world order. Do you see something different in this, or do you just see?
well, if you think about it, it's been the same thing that happened. So you get a new president in there. They don't like the structure of another government. They're gonna make up a lie about the government, say they got something going on that the government really don't have going on. So you gotta pay attention to that shit. Then they gonna go over there and get involved in some shit that they ain't no business getting involved in the first place. It's the same thing that happened with Eisenhower, the same thing that happened with JFK, the same thing that happened with Rock. What's the dude name? Roosevelt. It's the same thing.
Do you
If
think?
you pay more attention to history, they'll understand that this shit was supposed to happen. It's gonna happen exactly how it was supposed to happen. How they planned it to happen. This ain't nothing new.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like it's planned out, like everybody's planning out to say like how it's supposed to happen, like in the Bible? Do you feel like it's something like that or something different?
I think the Bible is just hyperbole, man. It's just a whole bunch of, people try to take it as, oh, this is how it's gonna happen, but like nobody's gonna, it ain't gonna happen like that. Like they not. That's just a fictional uh, idea that they put in place to keep people minds trapped in the. I mean, you can live your life by it, but I mean, what do you actually get out of it though? Is the question. And then some people,
Some people that like when they read the Bible and they see certain things happen in life, they relate it to the Bible. But
but
I
they do that every century, every 2 centuries though. Guess what? They was thinking the same thing that people thinking right now is the same thing they was thinking when we went to war with Vietnam. Same thing they was thinking when you went to war after the Pearl Harbor shit. It's the same thing, bro. It ain't no difference. These people mindsets, they just keep the cycle in repeat. And it was time for a war anyway. Look at you pay attention to history. Just go back and look at the history. See what was going on with the politics, and then you'll get your results.
But let me ask you this: do you feel like we should even be getting involved with what Israel got going on? Because this is all off something that Israel got going on.
Well, you gotta understand that Israel, I mean, the United States protect the interest, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you say interest, what are you talking about? Money. You're gonna protect the interest on your money. We
So let
fund
me ask you this:
different
what?
things. You
Let me
protect.
ask you this: what makes Israel the country that gives the U.S. the most interest? Because Israel hasn't been like Israel as a country hasn't been fully developed for that long.
Well, that's what you got to think. Like that's what so-called Jewish people call home.
Now or
That's
whatever.
I mean that's what they call home. So they wanna make sure that that is intact as much as possible. And most people that make all the money in America are Jewish people. So you're gonna protect your interest.
To the fault of others, where this could lead to the last World War II, like World War II, over 60 million people lost their life. Do you see even more?
No,
Is
I
this
mean war is war, man. You're gonna have casualties. It's gonna be casualties of that shit.
no? But I'm saying, do you see even more now? Like even more people losing their life, or do you feel like we have the technology to handle the war better than we did during that period of time?
I don't even think about the technology. People gonna die. When you got war, people
I
gonna
mean,
die.
that's life. I mean, people die every day, but I feel like the multiple people that can die from an unnecessary war,
Who says that the war is unnecessary?
who does it benefit?
Shit, everybody that's involved.
But the outsport of that's involved is usually the rich. The people that's not involved are the poor. So
So y'all gonna go out there and fight like good little boys, like we tell y'all to. That's how it works. You ain't in control of this shit. We are. That's how they feel about it. And then what the outcome of
who
this?
going to fight for them? You talking about the military?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
motherfuckers don't join the military because they got money. Like, fuck does that?
I mean, everybody got their own reasons for joining the military.
One nigga that joined the military that got some paper, who family got paper.
Not coming from the military, no. I
No,
mean,
you're not gonna join the military if your family got paper. It's just not gonna happen. Military is for poor people. This is what it
I'm
is.
trying to think. I don't really like.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, bro. When you say paper, you mean what do you consider paper in this class? Do you
If
consider
you
middle
got some
class?
type of status and money,
Mm,
bro, if you making $100,000, you damn near at the poverty line. I think the poverty line is like 200, 175,000 now. So if you making under that, yeah.
I feel like that depends on what state you live in. I don't feel like you need 175,000 to stay in Montana, North Dakota. Like, I'm just being honest. But so I mean, if you're speaking on like,
Go tell a motherfucker that stay in Montana or North Dakota that and see what they say.
I mean, I would have to see what their cost of living is. I can't. I don't know if their cost of living is. I don't. I know their cost of living ain't the same as L.A. or New York or Chicago. I
No,
don't even believe it's the same as Atlanta.
listen, listen. It don't matter what the cost of living is in this country. If you making under $175,000 or 150,000,
But to probably, but I'm saying to who?
poor. You're considered poor.
Considered to who? But I mean to
What do you
who?
mean
Like
considered who?
because like 175K, bro, 80K might be good to somebody if you know how to balance, know how to be financially. You're financially literate with your money, and you know how to and balance your money. So everybody don't need a certain amount of.
Bro, in America, we live off of credit, bro.
Not everybody live off.
Everybody lives off of credit, bro. Even rich motherfuckers will tell you this. This ain't no.
Not
How much
everybody
credit
live off
you get,
credit, bro.
bro? Everybody. If you're not living off credit in America, you're an idiot.
Why do
Nobody.
you feel like that? Explain that then. Why do you feel like?
Why do I feel like that?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking a question.
Why do I feel like everybody live off credit?
No. Why if you're not using credit? Some people might not know why.
Because if you're not using credit, why would you spend your money?
But you have to also explain that you got to pay that shit back.
Yeah, I mean, but why would you use your money though? Think about everybody that own the house. Don't nobody. If you don't own nothing with a allodial title, you don't own shit. No matter.
That's true.
You don't got a allodial title, you don't own it.
But just like
if you pay off the mortgage, you still don't own it.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you get the land, I mean, you still got to pay property taxes in America. So it's like,
if you have an allodial title, or if you put a cemetery on your land, you don't have to do that. But yeah.
I mean, Trump did that shit.
You got to know the loopholes. So if you're not living off credit in this country, you're an idiot.
I mean,
everybody lives off credit, bro. This is what it is.
Some people can't afford that, bro. If you living off credit, you think everybody on Section 8 living off credit?
I said if you aren't living off credit, you're an idiot.
You said everybody's living on credit too. That's what I'm asking.
If you own a house, you living off of credit.
I'm not speaking on it.
If you own a car, if you are financing,
I
live off credit.
So talking about two different classes then of people.
We're just talking about regular people in America.
You said people that in Section 8 don't own no house, so that's what I'm saying. We talking about two different classes of people. People that own a house and people that's in Section 8 are living two different lives.
Bro.
That's just facts though, bro.
But yeah, they not living off credit. And guess what they doing? Living off the government. Which is also stupid.
I mean, I agree.
So agree. Living off of credit or you're not. Simple.
Yeah, but you have to say, I feel like, but